But this is a video on how to set up your gradebook. So you did this last year, but it was a long time ago. You need to do two steps. First, you need to set up your grade scale, and then you need to establish categories. Without doing those steps, you can't enter grades into your gradebook. So you're going to start by clicking on assignments here. You would use this pull-down menu to choose which course you're going to set assignments for. Now, I'm using last year's gradebook to model this, so this is populated with grades from last year. So this would be blank at the beginning of the year, so just to pretend this is blank. So the first thing you'll do is go into Edit Grade Calcul Options. So from here, you have a choice. You can use this, you can toggle between the Show and this Hide. You can really do what I want to do in either one of those. I think if you have it in the hide mode, which is this, it works better. So what you want to do is you want to click on Calculate in Progress Grade. Do not click on the No Calculation. So you want to click on this, and this is going to let you choose a grading scale. So you're going to use the pull-down menu to choose the high school scale, and then you will click on Weight Categories. And now your gradebook grading scale is all set. So I'm going to make sure I save that. You do need to do this for each one of your sections, unfortunately. Okay, the second step, I need to go back to assignments. I can do that by either clicking on assignments here, or I can click on assignment list here. And this takes me back to this. And again, pretend this isn't populated with information. So now what you're going to do is you're going to say Edit Categories. And again, I have categories already set up. Pretend this is blank. That's how it'll appear for you to begin with. And now I'm going to create a category. So here you would create a category. You could say formative. I already have this set, so I'm not going to fill this in, but I might say formative. And in my class, that's worth 10%. You choose the sections that you are going to apply that to. Obviously, you would check, in my case, I would check all of my biology classes are the same. And then finally, for the grading task, you would select marking period mark. And that's the only one that you're going to be giving those categories to. So the rest of them are going to stay blank. And now what you have to do is save your category. And this is saying I need to have a name for my category. I don't really want a name for my category, so I'm not going to do that. But once you've saved your category, to add your next category, you have to go back to categories. Otherwise, you're kind of in an edit mode. And then you could click on Create a Category again and set up your other categories. Alternatively, if you're teaching the same class that you taught last year and the categories are going to be the same, what you can do is copy categories from one class to the other. So you could say, okay, I taught biology 22 last year, and you click on that here, and I'm teaching it again this year. Now, obviously, this isn't the right year because this hasn't been set up for our current school year yet, making this in July. And then you would click on the class that you want to have the same categories. Now, over here, it will show you the categories that are set up for the class, that's your source class. Over here, it'll give you destination categories. Now, this would be blank if you're just starting because there would be no categories yet set up. Just to show you what the next step looks like, because these are the same, because this was already done for last year, I'm going to try to put my AP Biology categories into my Bio 22 just because they're different. Now, obviously, you wouldn't do that. I just want to show you the next step. That's the only way for me to do that. So I'm going to say these are the categories for my AP Biology, and so I want to add the lab category and the test category into my Bio 22 class, and I don't have those as categories yet. Okay, then the next you do is next. And now it gives me those two. I can double check, is that exactly what I want? Yes, I do want that as a marking period. And now I say copy categories. And now I say copy categories. There we go. And then I say, yes, that was all good. And now if I would like to, I can go and copy more categories. Those are done. You don't actually have to go back to categories now. You can select different categories and move them around. I hope this helps. And that's it.